Okay, Emilio said we are good to go. Audio and Visio.
Audio and Visio.
Visio is going. Welcome back. Bowling Alley Cold Brew, episode 24.
Oh my
A little
goodness.
bit of housekeeping before we get going.
More housekeeping?
Yeah,
This place is gonna be spotless.
it already is. Episode 25 is the next one.
It is.
And so just like the vlog, we wanted to do something fun for y'all again. And so somewhere in the mix, I don't know, we have shit to figure out. Somewhere in the mix, we would love to do another like YouTube video style rather than just posting the pod.
Yeah.
And we thought a Q&A would be just an absolute fun one. And so we want to know what y'all want to know, whether it's YouTube comments, tweeting at us, commenting on some of our Instagram reels, however you want to like get what y'all want to know to us, let us know, because we're going to work on getting that filmed, getting that edited, getting that out there for y'all. But just another fun little treat for y'all.
Ooh,
because
sweet treat.
I feel like the vlog was well received.
Yeah.
That being said, I think, don't quote me, but I think more of those may be in the future. We'll see.
You're crazy for that.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Just a little teaser.
Also, if you come ask us the question in person, we'll prioritize it.
I will put it in my notes. But it doesn't count if you text me.
Yeah, no.
No.
You have to physically come to my house.
Yeah.
Or place of
no,
work.
please do not show up at my place of work or my house.
Please show up at my house and ask me for my social.
But
and I'll give it to
if
you.
I see you out tonight, Saturday, August 17th,
Jesus.
and you ask me, I may or may not remember, but I'll try.
I will.
She will. So
I remember,
ask her.
I remember everything.
Ask
me.
her.
I'm gonna send in some crazy questions for you and act like they're from other people.
You're gonna make a
be
bunch
like,
of fucking burners just for this
asked
one
that?
thing.
They're like super personal shit that like only your close friends would
Are
know.
you gonna make another number version of the one account?
Yeah.
That'd be so
number
funny.
25. Yeah.
27 and a half. So real quick, we got a big UFC card tonight.
Oh shit.
UFC 305.
Big day. The
Yeah.
Aces are also playing today.
Oh my gosh.
We should prize picks today. I haven't done that in so long.
Yeah, it has been a minute. Speaking
I-
of the Aces, KP.
What is she doing?
Dude, on some silly shit at the Olympics. Every now and then a clip would come up and I'd be like I tweeted you, like DM'd you on Twitter about the one of her at the Starbucks. Did you see that?
I did not. I still
Oh
haven't
my
watched
gosh.
it.
This girl was like, she was on the ordering side, and the girl on the opposite, like the passenger side of the car, was ordering her Starbucks. And Kelsey was just absolutely tickled by the order, just laughing her ass off, and thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So good. I don't know what goes through that girl's head.
She just stays giggling, dude.
She plays some basketball. She's damn good at it, but
Yeah, they hate to see a Puerto Rican bitch smiling and having a good time. I swear to God.
for real.
That tweet where it was like, why is KP not playing for Puerto Rico in the Olympics?
That's like, I don't know. I'm so glad you got me into the WNBA because that shit is such a fucking fun time.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
The Twitter is so good.
And the tea is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
The tea is
All
crazy.
the drama.
Anyhow, we'll start it from the bottom.
I got the picks
You
up.
got the picks? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we got Li Jingliang versus Carlos Prates, I think is how you say it. Mm-hmm. I don't know much about Lee. I feel like he's one of those dudes that's just like, however the fight goes, he's gonna like go there with it. Mm-hmm. But I know Carlos likes to stand up and just throw hands.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure got quite a few finishes within his last few fights.
Okay. I like that style of fighting more, to be honest.
Just stand and bang.
Just like my pure, like, I feel like reptile brain and not knowing as much about like the floor, like technique stuff. I just want to see people get knocked out or kicked in the fucking head.
I will say,
it's so much better.
As somebody who is like developed as an MMA fan over time, learning to appreciate the ground game changes it completely.
Yeah.
But then it's ass because then there's some fights where it goes to the ground and it's just two guys that aren't good on the ground.
Oh yeah,
and it's just like, it's just dog shit of a fight. So what are we
Okay.
thinking? You want to go with protest for that?
I think so. My
Yeah.
first instinct was Lee, but my first instinct is always instinct. My first instinct is always wrong, so we're gonna go with Carlos.
Word. Okay. We've got
Dude.
Ty Bam Bam Tuivasa versus. Can I see the? I need to.
I was gonna
His
ask you
first
to
name is
pronounce that.
fuck.
There's so many.
Rosenstruck. I'm not even fucking
Rosenstruck.
trying.
Jarritos.
Also, I'll put this into
Suriname?
perspective. This is in Australia. Most of these guys are Australian or like New Zealanders, and so like this is a pretty like close to home fight. Ty is the Australian in this fight. I don't know where Rosenstruck is from.
Suriname, which I think is why I'm gonna pick him.
Okay.
It's pretty badass.
Okay. Sounds good. We've got Gamrot, Matus Gamrot
Yeah.
versus Dan Hooker.
I want to marry Dan Hooker. So my last
What
name,
is it?
So my last name can be a Hooker. That'd be so
Is that your
lit.
pick?
Imagine being trying to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Professionally.
A teacher.
Hi, Miss Hooker. That's crazy. I am
Walk
picking
into the
Dan.
first day of class and it just says Hooker across the whiteboard.
Oh my god. Not
Dan
this
it
one,
is.
this I'm picking Dan for Hooker and for his tattoo. And because he's Kiwi.
He's got some crazy tattoos. And he went from like untatted
I
to
was gonna
like
say,
fully tatted.
I clicked into the picture and they were all gone.
Yeah. He got his shins like completely done. It's
That sounds painful, dude.
horrifying.
The skin is so
yeah,
thin
not
right
like
up there.
not like frail designs, like it's shaded in almost.
Like MGK's blackout tattoo.
Kind of, but it's like the inverse of like a tattoo design where like his skin almost highlights the tattoo where
Oh.
there isn't.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll show you afterwards.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Okay, and then we got the co-main. This one is actually like a pretty important fight in terms of rankings and who gets the next title shot in this division. We've got Kai Kara France versus Steve Urseg. Steve Urseg's coming off of a fight where he just fought the champ. Fought him as the number 10 ranked guy, which is pretty rare
Say, is that
that somebody
allowed?
up there is going to get a title shot. Almost won it though. Kai Kara France has been on a tear lately. I think he's got a mix of wins and losses in there, but he's promising. I think this fight could go either way. It really depends on, I think, how the early rounds go. That being said, I don't know if this is a 3 or a 5 rounder. I think that also could play a big part because Steve Urseg just got out of a 5-round fight. I don't know if Kai has done a 5-round fight.
That's a lot of conflicting stats.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Steve.
Steve Urseg.
And you know why? He has one of those like caved in sternums a little bit. I like that.
Word.
I like that vibe.
Whatever it is.
That means you could be hitting the sternum way more, I feel. Probably not, actually.
And for our main event, we have got Dricus Stillnox Duplessis,
What
the
a
current
fucking
champion,
name. Oh my goodness.
versus the 2-time middleweight champion, Israel, the style bender Adesanya. This fight is a very heavily weighed fight. For some like emotional reasons, but also just for like ranking reasons.
Emotional. Have they dated in the past?
No. So
There's some
here's where
drama.
the emotional side comes from. A couple of years ago, there was a like championship reign that Izzy is calling the Three Kings reign. Francis Ngannou, Kamaru Usman, and Izzy were the three. They're all African-born fighters,
Sick.
and it was like the first kind of like
Surge.
yes, of African-born fighters really making their way in the UFC, and they were all three of them were holding it down. Francis has left the UFC completely. Kamaru lost his belt and then lost the rematch fight. So, like, he's no longer holding on to that. Izzy, however, has had quite an interesting path throughout these years. So Izzy held the belt. He's one of the most active champions the UFC's had in a long time. And most of the champions will they'll do their championship fight, take some time to recuperate. Izzy, I think, had 5 fights over an 18-month stint. So a lot of fighting. Lost his belt to Alex Pereira. Mm-hmm. Wins it back in the rematch.
Was that recently? I feel like I've seen the Israel guy fight.
I think we have. I think we've watched him. Won it back in the rematch with Alex. And then fought... Oh my God, I'm trying to remember. Okay, and then
Shelby Marks.
During that time, Dricus fought former champ Rob Whittaker, whose only losses are to Izzy. And so that was his this is your path to the belt fight. Mm-hmm. He was gonna fight Izzy for the belt. They had that all planned out. DDP versus Izzy was supposed to happen, I think, at 293 or something like that.
Fuck. What do we know?
305. So a couple ago. I think it was later than 293, but I could be wrong. Anyhow, 7th ranked Sean Strickland fills in for DDP. The biggest betting odds underdog I think the UFC's ever seen. Upsets Izzy, takes Izzy's belt. Strickland then fights DDP. DDP takes the belt from Strickland. And then now we're layered here. But the T is that DDP said he wants to be the first true African champion. He's from South Africa. But his thing is, all of the other 3, although they were African born, they trained elsewhere.
But still.
But his thing is I want to be the first one to bring a belt back to Africa, back to my gym in Africa, where I train, where I live.
That's fair.
When the fight's over, I get here, and it's Africa. Whereas Izzy, I think he lives in Australia. I don't remember where Francis was residing, but Kamaru, I think, lives in Florida or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And so that's the drama there is Izzy's you're disrespecting the 3 Kings thing.
Oh yeah, we had this in Africa already.
Yeah, we already brought belts to Africa, and Dricus is but I train here, I live here. When I wake up in the morning, I'm in Africa.
That's kind of sick. I'm so
and so that's the emotional charge there. Dricus is a weird, awkward fighter, but he carries a lot of power. Izzy's one of the cleanest, best strike. Well, when Izzy looks good, he's one of the best strikers the UFC's ever seen.
16 wins by knockouts, kind of crazy.
Yeah. So that's the T with that one.
That is T. That is emotionally charged.
Yeah.
I thought they just had gay sex or something. That's way more convoluted than I was expecting.
There is some weird shit that goes on in the Dricus corner, but we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, Lord. I'm so torn now after that story.
No, it's actually a pretty difficult thing because Izzy got absolutely shut down by Sean Strickland's high pressure when he fought Strickland. And then DDP came back and pressured Strickland to win the belt off of Strickland. So it's really interesting I'm curious to see what game plans look like for both of them. Because DDP came out in one fight and fought Southpaw, and everyone was absolutely shook because he normally fights Orthodox. And it was literally just a game planning thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And it won him the fight. It absolutely won him the fight, which hurts my heart because it was against Rob Whittaker, who's one of my top 2 favorite fighters between him and Holloway.
He's got a 9-fight win streak, too.
Mm-hmm. He's on a tear.
Dude. I'm so conflicted. I think I want to go with DDP, though.
DDP? Still knocks?
I don't know if I fully believe the let's take it back to Africa thing, but that's still the sense of pride. It kind of gave me chills, so I kind of like that.
No, I get it from both sides. I completely understand both sides, but I think stylistically this could be a very interesting one. I think this fight between Kai and Steven, if it stays standing, it's going to be a barn burner.
Gamrot and Hooker, dude.
Gamrot versus the Hooker. Yeah. Okay, so let's lock it in. We got DDP, Steve Urseg, Dan Hooker, Rosenstruck, and Prates.
Yeah.
Word.
All right.
Alrighty.
Let's see.
Segueing from that, I don't know if you've been watching, because I haven't. Did I do good picks?
Yeah. Should we? Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's update on
update
my
me.
favorite sport.
Yeah.
Who were your picks? Eureka, Alexis Mateo,
and Fierce-alicious.
Fears. Oh no.
Did she
I have
get...
some bad news for you.
Oh, no.
So it's on the top 4. I think the finale's next week.
Oh, my God.
Already.
Sounds like I got 2 in the top 4, though. Yeah? No?
Eureka got eliminated, and then Fierce.
Early?
No, like right
Okay.
before Fierce. 5th and 6th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Alexis
Okay.
Mateo is still in the running. She's still in the top 4.
Hold it down, girl. I believe in you.
Down. We're Team Lemon over here, though, I think.
It was between her and...
Because she did have a good WWE fit with that, like, yellow mask,
Yeah.
remember? And the pigtails.
Yeah. No,
That's
I
my
was
girl,
eating
though.
that shit up.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know. Well, you still have 1 in the running.
Yeah, I made it top 4. I'll
Yeah.
freaking take it.
Yeah.
I think we'll both agree on this one. I love having houseplants.
I do, too, now that I'm more responsible and don't kill all of them immediately. I used to kill them so fucking fast.
Really?
I don't know how. I didn't really do much.
I don't either, because I feel like they're really not that high maintenance.
Right? I'm like, how are these still
I
dying?
think sometimes it's the case that people are like over maintaining them.
I think, yeah.
Whether it's
overwater.
over watering or just like moving them or
there's just
bothering them.
Too much love.
But I don't move my plants. I water them just like every now and then. There's not a routine. There's not a schedule.
Yeah.
And they grow up healthy and happy. I think.
It's because you move with love.
I try to. I talk to my plants when I'm watering them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, beautiful.
100%.
Hi, chicken.
You're looking so healthy today. Oh my God, is this a new
you.
sprout? Pop off.
Slay queen.
Yes, I love my plants. And I just couldn't imagine my living room not having them.
Yeah. It's such a vibe, too. The aesthetic of, like, oh, like, it makes or break any, like, I've been watching a lot of Architectural Digest recently, for some reason.
I'm rocking with it.
And it just makes or breaks a house to me, especially a modern one, as if there's a bunch of houseplants. It just changes the whole fucking vibe.
That's why I love going to visit my
Connecting with
folks.
nature.
They have so many plants inside and out, and I just love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's so pretty.
it is.
It's nice. Yeah.
Do you have any that are like on your radar you're wanting to get?
Houseplants?
Yeah.
No.
Or anything you're just like planning on doing with them? I think those peppers that I have going outside, I think I'm going to move them inside
Yeah.
and try and get them to like continually grow so that when spring rolls around, they might fruit.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. They probably will. I can't believe they've grown that much already.
Yeah, I low key, they were, so I took like just like the seeds out of a store-bought bell pepper and planted them in my outside planter that hangs over my balcony.
In his fucking box.
Absolutely did not expect them to sprout because they're store-bought. I figured that'd be like the most like US government shit is like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
let's neutralize the seeds somehow
Yeah, no.
that are inside the fruit so that
You should
people
have to
have to
pay.
keep buying them.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if they do end up fruiting. But I'm hopeful. I'm not like set on that happening.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't, I just have these fun tall plants.
True.
Who knows what they'll look like without fruiting?
Yeah. They're so fun, though. It's good for the oxygen.
Yeah.
Fresh air.
I like to think it cleans the air in my apartment. So I'm okay with that.
No. Dude, I want to grow food so bad.
You know, they do like, I learned about this in a horticulture class that I took.
What did you call me? Got his ass. You
God damn
can,
it.
you can lead a horticulture.
Yeah. I think they're at Lowe's. There's this variety of, I think it's tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers.
Ew. Fuck a cucumber, dude. Cucumbers can
Just worry about the
suck my-
first. Just worry about the first two then.
All right, I'm back in. I don't even love tomatoes.
I do.
in stuff, it's fine. Like, I'm an
All
adult.
around.
I can, like, deal with it, but I don't prefer it.
I love tomatoes. But there's these varieties called kitchen minis, and it's like they're like windowsill vegetables,
Yeah.
and they grow smaller versions, but edible versions of the plants.
I need that.
I want one so bad because I would love to not have to spend money, or just like middle of a pasta dish, you're like, I need a tomato.
Dude, right? To be like, oh, I need a fresh herb.
Yeah.
That's so
I definitely want to get some herbs going up in this place.
Yeah.
Because I would love to just be able to grab some fresh basil and throw that into some pasta.
And fresh cilantro. That's really all you need.
Cilantro.
Oh,
so good.
You're not a soap cilantro gene?
Nope.
Me neither.
Nope.
I eat that shit up.
I couldn't imagine. That would if I had a street taco and put some cilantro on there and it ruined it, I'd be so pissed.
I know. I would probably end my life, not to be dramatic.
I wonder if that's why some people just aren't as into street tacos.
Probably.
They got that soap cilantro gene, and they're like, it tastes weird, whatever they're seasoning it with.
Yeah, because all you should need is onion and cilantro.
Lime.
Yeah, squirt of lime.
Yeah.
Somebody said the phrase "for squirtingly" to me the other day.
Like in terms, like
my life.
changing certainly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that kind of.
Isn't it amazing?
I don't know.
It caught me so off guard.
It
took me a full 3 seconds.
I think I need more context, but
I can't even remember what it was about.
Yeah.
For squirtingly. Yeah, I don't like saying it.
Out of context. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to drop that tonight or out.
Yeah.
It'll be like a Super Troopers thing.
Is that your chair?
I don't know. I'm gonna stop spinning because I don't know what the noise
talking.
is. I hope that didn't pick up.
It was like that. If it didn't.
You've seen Super Troopers, yeah?
Have I? Maybe.
It's like the cop movie.
I feel like I could picture 2001.
Fuck ass cops.
2001, girl. I was already studying mathematics. I don't think I've seen this.
Oh, okay. So there's one scene. There's one scene in there where they pull this guy over, or they pull this group of kids over, and the kids are panicking because they've got like a whole bunch of drugs and shit on them, and the guy in the back is like eating just like bags of shit, and the cops are fucking with him, and they're slipping meow into the talk, and they decide on this before, like, while they're in the cruiser, they're like, are we gonna do the thing? And they're like, we're gonna do the thing. He's like, I'm gonna need to see your license and registration right meow, please. And then they ask him about it, and he's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm trying to do work here. Can you not fuck with me? Like, you're pulled over. This is not the time to be asking me if I'm saying meow to you right now.
Oh, like gaslighting?
Yeah, 100% gaslighting them. And so I might squeeze a squirt in
there. Ew. That makes it way better though, just to see how people would react. That's how it happened to me. I was like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Oh, yeah, I felt a little bit violated, but in like a good way.
Yeah. So we talked to W a little bit to start this. I find it absolutely hilarious that the Olympics just puts a dead period in the league.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't play any basketball. They just waited on all the girls to get back.
They all got vacation, the ones who weren't playing.
Which I think is hilarious because now the girls that did play are going to come back, like,
ready.
So ready. And the girls that were just on their little spring break vacay are coming out of spring break.
Yeah.
But I also think it's funny because the W and the Olympics have two different rule sets, and it's the same way with the NBA and the Olympics. And they definitely like changed the way the game is played. I don't know how different it is for the women, but I know when the men play in like FIBA and the Olympics, they have a really hard time because the NBA is such a notorious flopping league. And the FIBA refs just do not put up with it.
Yeah. I love that.
People would get up and start bitching about calls, and they're like, you hear this whistle blow?
Yeah.
Nah, bitch. Keep going, motherfucker. And I love it because that is, as much as I love the WNBA as a product, it has turned into such a slow version of basketball. People are trying to just draw fouls all the time, get to the line, get easy buckets. There's a fucking hate Joel Embiid. He notoriously is a foul baiter.
Oh, okay. I was a what baiter? Sorry?
He's a master.
A master debater?
He's a master at baiting fouls.
He's a queer baiter.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's like the 7'2" Cameroonian dude. No, absolutely not. But somebody was interviewing him one time and asked him about what he would do in a certain situation. And it wasn't like a basketball answer. He was like, I just drive the paint and try to get fouled and get to the line. And I'm like, I lost so much respect for you as a basketball fan.
Yeah.
Because how are you not like, oh, I got some good footwork. I trust my jump shot.
Oh, yeah, you're like, it's not even technique at this point.
Yeah, you're literally admitting that your game plan is get to the foul line.
Yeah.
Anytime Philly's on, he plays for the Sixers. I'm trying to find a different game. It is the most annoying thing in the league to watch. Mm-hmm. And his contract is so fat.
Because it works.
But his stats are so fake.
Don't hate the player, bro.
No, it's not basketball. I miss like the 90s era of basketball. That like 70s, 80s, 90s era. That's the whole reason Michael Jordan got big. Is because he went and he got bitched by the Detroit Pistons. And then was like, I need to put on weight so that I can not get pushed around by these grown-ass men.
Yeah.
And he put on the weight, and he didn't get pushed around. Okay. Nowadays, people are like, I just want to get fouled and go to the free throw line.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Don't hate the player.
No, I do. I avidly do.
I was arguing with not arguing, but talking about Angel Reese to somebody because I think it's fucking hilarious. Just like using your own genetic makeup to your advantage. I think it's kind of funny that she misses the amount of fucking layups that she does because then you're just racking up rebounds and she's likely going to make it after the rebound. So it's like I'm like, fuck it. Just keep missing the layups.
I love the screenshots of like the game cast things where it's like miss layup, Angel Reese, rebound, miss layup, Angel Reese, rebound, miss layup.
You're like the whole screen.
Rebound.
Like, Jesus.
Layup made, Angel Reese.
Dude, that's so funny to me. I respect it.
Hey, she goes out there, she gets her boards, she racks up those stats, and she gets the ball in there eventually.
Right.
One of the funniest things, and I'm so excited to see, the new 2K is approaching, and they gave her a 90 overall, which...
Yeah. Oh, they did?
Asia's a 99, by the way. I thought you'd like to know that.
I didn't know the scores.
But I am so excited to see what Angel's like layup numbers and ratings look like, because I really want to know if they're gonna be honest or if they're gonna like fall into the media and just buff all of her stats.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Homegirl's taken a shot outside of like 12 feet, or at least made one. Maybe a couple threes here and there.
Yeah, I don't know.
But she stays close to the paint. She gets her rebounds. That's what her job is, and she does it great. But I'm very curious to see the ratings break down for Angel Reese when that comes out.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
But also, if she's rated higher than Kelsey, I'm going to be pissed. But I also don't expect Kelsey to get a 90.
You don't?
No. I think she's like mid to high 80s. That speed attribute is going to be insane.
Yeah. Meow, 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 meow. Fast as hell.
Yeah.
I don't think the word is PC anymore. But Kelsey's like play style, it kind of pisses me off because she like I don't want to say it. I don't think it's PC anymore to say spaz. So I don't want to say that.
Is it not?
I don't think so. I think it's like ableist. But she just plays very like frantically and just like just all over the fucking place.
Spazzy.
And I can't think of another word to describe it. So sometimes her play style pisses me off for that reason, even though she's
100%.
fast.
Like,
what are you doing?
It looks like she's moving she moves faster than her brain does, but her brain feels like it's trying to catch up. And I'm like, girl, do you know what you're doing?
Like,
or are
just,
you
like,
just out
take
here
a breath.
going? I feel like she's just out there going.
She is. She's just doing whatever the fuck.
I love her for that.
We do love her. Did you see her smiling at the free throw line? At the end of the Olympic game?
When isn't she smiling?
No, literally.
It's crazy.
They pulled clips from, like, her in college at the free throw line and, like, clutch-ass moments. Just, like, like having such a good time. She's, like, just loves life.
I didn't realize... Am I wrong? I might be wrong. I didn't realize that she had the record before Kaylin took it for women's college basketball.
I think she... Like, right before her, right? I think Kaylin
broke hers.
because
KP was...
When did she graduate? 18?
I think so.
I did not know she went to UW. That's awesome.
That's wild.
It's not like a big basketball school. No?
Maybe for the women's side. Because, like, I feel like the women's side is different. Like, South Carolina on the men's side is not a dominant basketball school. Mm-hmm. UConn, different story. UConn is always... I don't know how they have figured it out, but they have got 2 phenomenal basketball coaches. Dan Hurley is doing work right now in the men's basketball department.
That's sick.
Yeah, absolutely. So we were talking about the psychology of, like, music releases.
Yes. I had another instance where that came up. You go.
Well, I'm going to completely change the topic.
I don't want to silence you. Were you silent or were you silenced?
I'm going to completely change the topic. So if you want to talk music, do it now.
Okay, well, it's just quickly. I saw that, like, people... There's, like, a bunch of unreleased Kid Leroy. He just has, like, a crazy vault of unreleased stuff. And everybody was like, every single one of his unreleased is better than the stuff that he has released. I'm like, you're only saying that because you've heard the smaller snippets.
And you're able to constantly listen to that.
Yeah, and it's less accessible. Yeah. So, of course, you're going to, like, get sick of the ones that are released. They prove my point. Anyway.
Valid. This is, like, I think this was, like, one of those coming to adult moments where you realize your parents were actually onto some shit.
Oh, I hate that.
When you were a kid and now you're just like, damn it.
Oh, you're right. Fuck.
But a messy room really is a messy mind, and a clean room is so much more mental clarity.
100%.
It blows my mind. And I want to know if it's just the physical, like the visual, or if it has something to do with spatial clarity. I don't know.
Just like the connection of the brain.
I want to know what it is, because since I've gotten back from Lala, I've just been in an absolute crazy mental space.
Yeah,
and I got my desk and computer and my room and everything all set up and squared away for the semester to start on Monday. Mm-hmm. And afterwards, I just felt so on top of the world. It was insane.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it like a chicken or the egg type thing? Like, you think... I feel like usually it's like, if I feel mentally good, then my space is good. But are you saying it's also the opposite way, where, like, to make yourself feel mentally better, it helps to clean your space up?
100%, I think.
Yeah.
I think it goes both ways, definitely.
Yeah.
But...
Don't we all?
All I know is if I'm ever super mentally cluttered...
Fucked.
Yeah, dead ass. The first thing I do is clean my room.
It does make you feel better.
And it really does help alleviate so much mental, just like stress and pressure.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I want to. I don't. But one day, maybe I'll find out.
It is interesting. I'm sure there's been studies about it, and they know why. Like, what parts of the brain.
Yeah. I don't know. It really...
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
We talked about this one time. Because, yeah. Back... Yeah.
Using my shit against me now.
You're about to get called out. I don't want to, like, call out a specific...
You can out me. It's
person or scenario. No, it wasn't you. But I think we talked about it because I literally... It was, like, one of the reasons I stopped, like, pursuing a person was because they just had, like, a messy room and house. And to me, it is, like, a reflection of, like, what's going on mentally.
Especially
so it's,
if you
like, a
know
little bit of a red flag.
Gonna be in your living area.
That's true. Yeah, I'm like, I don't want you
like,
in my place.
Well, no, I mean, like, on their side, if you know somebody's gonna be coming into your crib, the first thing I'm doing is picking up.
That's true. It is a little bit disrespectful, low key, right? Like you didn't put in the thought or the effort to clean your space for somebody else.
I think it's very contextual. Like
Yeah.
if there's shit going on, I don't expect it to be, but at least it looks like you put in some effort to make it cleaner than it was before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if it already is clean, it's like you know that they didn't have to put in a conscious effort. They're just already like on that level.
Or at least like we get there, even if it wasn't planned, we get there, pick a couple things up. Let me know that you
literally just
care.
pick up. Yeah.
Let me know that you at least mentally are like, I don't like the clutter with somebody else here. Because I'll put up, this will get so disastrous throughout the week.
Yeah.
But I don't plan on anyone being here until Saturday when we record.
Yeah, right?
And so in my head, I'm saying, why do I need it to be that, like, picked up?
True.
But then after it gets chaotic, I'm like, I need to pick up.
Yeah. No, during the week, my apartment, like, the last thing you kind of want to do when you get home from, like, work or school is, like, do the
100%.
dishes. Sometimes it's nice, but a lot of times I'm like, I'm just going to bed.
I think right before bed and right as soon as you wake up is the best time to take care of the sink. Yeah.
I like doing dishes in the morning.
Yeah. Well, because I've got a
morning.
little bit of time while my coffee brews. And so I think it's a good time for me.
Yeah.
Because what else am I going to be doing at 6 a.m?
I used to do a plank for a minute while my water was boiling.
Really?
And I need to get back on that. Just right in the morning.
Word.
Full body plank.
I do like a dead hang on that pull-up bar. I think it's so nice.
So nice for the lower back after.
Oh my gosh,
sleeping.
I can just feel it. I'll like shake my hips just so that it like pulls down. Easy now. That's for the Patreon.
That's true. That's a subscription only.
Yeah, y'all don't even know about that.
Oh, when we get into the Patreon?
Yeah, there's not one to
There's
know
not.
But But
not. Please don't go pay for some.
If there was,
Patreon.
y'all would have no clue.
Yeah. It's so exclusive in VIP.
Yeah.
What if we had to approve people for the Patreon? Let's make it super exclusive so people want to pay more. Reverse psychology. It's keeping the line of the door outside the bar.
You can
even
also
if
pay
there's
a
space
little
inside.
extra to get bumped to the top of the bar.
Maybe.
Nah, I don't think we got the pull for that yet.
Not yet, but soon.
Who knows? Anyhow,
All right.
This one's getting a little bit
Can we
long.
Shut up. Oh my
So
God.
I think we ought to call it here. Thanks for joining us
Thanks,
for
guys.
episode 24. Just another reminder, don't forget, ask us what you want to know.
What do you want to know?
Because I want to know. I'm very curious.
Don't be out of pocket. Or do.
Or do. Anyhow, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.